Well, I guess we'll get this started.
Let's start.
Hi.
Hi, Ed.
Hi, I'm Ed Placencia, and I'm talking with Lane Compton. And this is Life in the Dad Lane.
Da-da-da-da.
And just a little bit about us. This is just going to be a quick little intro episode talking about who we are. I met Lane a few years ago on another podcast I had where I would introduce people who I found very interesting and intriguing and impressive. Lane had appeared in a video game that I was madly in love with called Mafia 3. I took a shot and I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to this guy. I don't have any idea. I'm no one with this. He might not even respond. And I was happy that not only did you respond and not only did we record an episode, but then we stayed in touch afterward and we've met in person on a few occasions. You're in California. I'm in Indiana. If you bounce around in the creative world long enough, you run into people that you're like, man, I'd really like to do something with this guy sometime. I don't know what it is, but I'd really like to do something. And recently, a month ago, Lane became a dad for the first time, and I was like, I think I got an idea. Let's capture the life of a new dad and the journey that one goes on. So Lane, before there's just this little intro episode, I'm going to start this off with, I think the question I'm going to ask you starting off every episode: what is it like to be a dad?
Oh, such a full range question. It's pretty crazy, really, to think of 1 month in and where my wife and I were a year ago and looking to have a family to where I am today, and to think of the miracle that it is, really. I mean, the fact that she grew an extra organ inside of her body that then housed a creature from like total tiny little microcosm of a world to now a 8-pound baby in 9 months time, and then body sheds said organ and says, okay, and now you have this art project that you had a hand in creating.
This art project.
The paint is still drying. But 1 month in, it is just crazy to look down holding this guy and think that I have a human being in my arms. I mean, in some ways it still feels like he may be some alien life form, an unreal thing. Truly, sometimes I look and it's like, he's like an old man. This guy's like 90 years old, and I'm like burping him, and he's just like, wearing this skin bag that's just a little too big for him, and he's starting to fill it out so it doesn't just, he's got some rolls creating. But it is, it's a wild ride. You give up some sleep. You get used to changing diapers. All of it is difficult, and I've had many friends that have gone through it, and now that I have, I'm like, God, I didn't reach out to you enough to see how you were doing. Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. And like, we'll do walks in the neighborhood now. We're starting to get out so that, my wife can get a little exercise and start helping that recovery path.
Yeah.
But there'll be other young moms passing, and they stop and ask, are you all right? To her. And it's really one of those things of like, yeah, what a feat. Like, the whole body was given over to this thing. And so, it certainly has its struggles for me, and it's difficult, but it's like, just any way to support and be helpful and feel like I'm not pulling the ship down, and feels good to contribute in any way, because she's given so much, and women are just incredible. Strong, resilient, I give everything over to that, because it is no small feat. yeah, what a long-winded question or answer to that question. But there's
No,
no other way, and I'm sure every time you ask it, it will probably be that long-winded.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to try to be just like candid. So
Yeah.
like things aren't off the table.
I also love that I feel comfortable enough with you that I feel like if I come up with what I might perceive as a dumb question, I know I can ask you.
Oh, please.
And so I'm glad that we have this back and forth in this relationship that we do. Whereas if it was someone I'm meeting for the first time, I might not ask certain things or question things or whatever. So
no, I think it's even more important because if there is any camaraderie that one might feel who's just going through it or thinking about going through it,
yeah,
that I didn't realize before. Like even today, talking to one of my best buds I grew up with, who has 2 kids now, and they're 3 and 4 or 5 years old, and sharing a little bit about what's going on, and he's like, "Well, this is somewhat par for the course, and don't underestimate the fact that it's the woman goes through a lot, but there's a lot of change for both parties and blah blah blah." So it's like there is, I think, something here that can be. I don't know if helpful, but at least like insightful, and like someone can feel like, I felt I was alone.
Totally.
And now I'm not. So the dumber the question, the better, because I'm so, it's new, and there's something, you can read all the books, you can, listen to all the podcasts or all the, my algorithm is total baby now, and like everything that pops up is like this changer or that carrier or this diaper.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And you can watch all those things, and then still it's like, this thing is alive and I have to keep it alive, right. And I don't know how to do that. And especially because my wife works in healthcare. She's a NP in immediate pediatrics emergency. So she works with children. Okay. And so she has the leg up, and I'm like just riding her coattails. It's just like, it's hard because it'll be in some of the doctor appointments, she knows all the questions, or they've already developed a shorthand because the other people in the room that are in healthcare realize she is as well, so they have a shorthand, and I'm just like, wait, what? They're like, do you have any questions? It's like, about what? I don't even know what you're.
I don't even know what you're talking
about. No, I'm in the room, and that's tricky, because you want to feel like you have an idea, but then it's like, wait, I really don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And it's a big lesson in that surrender thing of like, I've got to let go knowing and just say, I don't. And that's okay.
Right.
And there's been some good therapy sessions, all right, on that topic. Let's just say that. Personal therapy.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm curious to follow you throughout your dadhood and ask questions and find out what it's like, and I'm really curious just to kind of capture these moments in the life of a first-time dad. And so I think, with our first episode that's coming soon, I want to spend, because like we mentioned, a month ago you became a dad.
Yeah.
And so I want to spend the first episode just talking about what that first month has been like, and what you went through, and what it's like in the short time from when he was born to now, and what's changed and what's the same, and what's going on with you guys. So I'm looking forward to kind of just getting into this whole life of a new dad, and following and seeing what happens. And I'm stoked about this, Lane. Thanks for doing this, bud.
Yeah, same here. And I think what I will attempt to do is just be as unabashedly honest about the process and what's happening, to share, without any pretense, just to be as open about this so we can, share it, but also posterity wise, document it for totally. Myself too, and my wife. Because it's without a doubt, life changing. So here we
I
go.
like it. Here we go.